What's up, y'all? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. So today we're going to be talking about Tasha K and this endgame. That's my only question is, TK, what's the endgame behind all of this? Before I get started, definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope y'all enjoy the video.
I already know. It's your girl, Britney Chanel.
Honeys, my whole thing with this whole TK situation is, what is the end game of all of this? Like, what are you gaining from this? Like, literally, if y'all look at this TK situation, TK versus Cardi versus Derek Jackson versus this new man, Dennis Byron, and I'm just sitting back like, oh my gosh. So somebody has sent me like a video of Tasha K going in on this man Dennis Byron, who is I guess the owner of Hip Hop Inquirer, and she going, you know, that blog, don't nobody da 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 da. And then when she showed that Judge Judy episode on the IG story that they shared or whatever, I was like, oh, I was kicking. Then, you know, not only that, in the last couple of days, or I think a week ago, she was going at Jason Lee, tagging Jason Lee and a bunch of celebrities. And I'm just like, what's the end game? I mean, the surviving Cardi B situation, which I feel like, even though Cardi B was wrong for what she did in the past, that was from 3 years ago. And it's like, if the people come out and the authorities decide to deal with that, then that's, you know, on Cardi B. But for you to be out here trying to tag Derek Jackson in a tag talking about, you know, oh, this is like a Bill Cosby, when you clearly know that robbery and sexual assault is two different things. I don't understand what's the end game. And it's like, it seems like everything was all good, like when her subscribers was like pushing her and, you know, putting a battery in her back to do this stuff. And then when people try to stand up for themselves and like, no, you're not going to say this about me on your blog, then she, oh, well, you ain't nothing but a da-da-da-da-da. You trying to come for me and all this other crazy stuff. Like, the guy, I guess, Dennis, is supposed to be doing like a big story on TK, which I'm interested to hear, because apparently, I guess he's trying to say her practices are unethical and that sort of thing, which TK is not a journalist. On my show, when she called in and she allowed me to interview her, I specifically asked her, was she a journalist? She said, and I said, was she formally trained? She said she was not formally trained. She did not go to school for that. She's just a, you know, a blogger. Next thing you know, she up there talking about she was trained by Clark Howard and stuff like this. And it's clear that, you know, when you on this internet, I think people be doing it because they subscribers a lot of times be cheering on this negative behavior. And eventually she gonna have to answer for all of this stuff that she's doing. Like, if she's lied, if she's put out all this stuff, she's going to have to answer for that. Like, people on the internet actually think that the court of law works like the court of public opinion. It does not. They don't care about what you care about. They don't care that Tasha K is your favorite YouTube blogger. They don't care. All they care about is the facts. Is it true that you, like, is it true that, you know, she's been putting out stories that have not been true? Absolutely. Did we catch her in that little YouTube hoax that Christian Adam G did, and she claimed that she had an inside source in Hollywood and all this stuff? Yes, we did. Did we catch her? Did we catch her busting out that there was somebody doing crazy activity outside of a Kroger that did not exist, that happened to be the friend of Cardi B? Yes, we did. So it's like, all of this, there has been a pattern and a track record of her just putting out these outlandish stories. And then eventually, with the whole Cardi B story, it got to the point where people was like, what? Minus that, what? So people started trying to fact check the situations on her. The people that trust in her, I feel like, are her loyal subscribers, but everybody else kind of knows that Tasha K, this whole situation looking crazy as heck. I can't even say what I want to say due to the guidelines. But what is the end game? Because eventually you could act, tough for the internet, of course, but when you get in a courtroom, it's not going to be like the court of public opinion. The judge, it's simple. It's as simple as, teaching a little kid ABCs and making it a song. It's going to be simple. Were you doing this with the intent for whatever? I asked her in the interview that I did, was she putting out this stuff on Cardi for money? She was like, I ain't doing this for free. I mean, so it's like, what's the end game? Because the people you putting out the stuff, the people is coming at you. The dude, how she just tried to involve Derek Jackson was just insanely manipulative and crazy. He listen, I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm not getting involved. He got his own brand going. He peace and coconut, grease and oil. I don't have nothing to do with that. And then not only that, she goes and says that the Byron guy was asking, I guess he was asking her former neighbors questions and stuff like that, and she just was like, make sure y'all take pictures and all this crazy stuff. So the dude is like, I'm straight up, I ain't making no more videos, I'm gonna see you in court. That's the energy he's on. And I'm just trying to figure out, after all of this is said and done, what's the end game behind this? It's how, I don't understand what her philosophy is. How are you mad when some of the stuff when she was called out on some of the stuff, she was like, I felt like this person was lying when the people exposed it. So it's okay, how are you mad at people for defending their character against stuff that you're putting out on your platform that you yourself know be lies? I don't understand this. You're beefing with people and you're tagging other people in posts. How she was gonna put out some type of expose on Derek Jackson after she tagged Derek Jackson trying to get back up for the surviving Cardi B thing. That was crazy. Then the guy, I guess Dennis, is doing a story. So he's doing journalism, I guess the old-fashioned way of doing journalism, where, they knock on doors and that sort of stuff. So he claims that he's recorded all of, the questions and situations that he's asked because of the claims that she made. And he's like, I record everything. So the fact that you put out, stuff on your platform and you told a lie, I'm gonna have to see you in court or whatever. And I was like, ooh. But one thing that has irritated me about this whole surviving Cardi B maliciousness is that, yeah, what Cardi did was wrong. And I've always acknowledged that it was wrong. But I don't like how people are making it out that Cardi B is solely the problems of the black community. That we not gonna do. That's what we not gonna do. First and foremost, Cardi B is not a representation of black women in the black community. Cardi B is a representation of people that come from the street. She has never pretended to be something that she was not, and that's just my little opinion on that. Furthermore, it's just who are people to really say what a person's ancestry is and all the rest of that? That's pure ignorance, because a lot of us, DNA-wise, if you take a DNA test, you're not going to be fully black, period. And just because you this color, you see this melanation right here, that doesn't mean that you're black. Phenotype does not determine race. So that's pure ignorance what people is out spouting about. But whether she identify as Dominican, whatever she want to identify as, she's not solely responsible for the problems in the black community. Now, with the whole claims of, this is her assault on black women, black men, because she said some, or whatever the video was where she said that, dudes wanted to do da-da-da-da-da. So I said, let's go to this hotel and I robbed them. How do you know that all of those people were black men? It never was specified. No victims have came out regarding that. And they're probably not, because like Martin Lewis was saying on his video, which his video was good, an excellent breakdown, they probably were doing something that they didn't have no business doing anyway, or maybe married or whatever. So more than black men frequent dancing, exotic dancing clubs. You know, you have Caucasian men, Asian, Indian, all kind of men frequent those type of places, you know, to get you to look at women or admire women. I'm gonna just keep it PG for YouTube. So I don't know why people go off on these tangents. Just be honest with yourself. If you don't like Cardi, just say that you don't like Cardi, but don't try to make Cardi B like the scapegoat for the problems of the black community. Now you being disingenuous and you being fake, and it look like fake outrage to me. If you're gonna say that you're not gonna support Cardi B because of what she did was wrong, then fine. If you don't like Cardi B because of the messages that she's promote, fine. But to make it seem like she's the problems of the black community and she's, you know, oh, first of all, Cardi B never said she was trying to be the mascot for the black community. So it's like these conscious people be putting out these videos just to clickbait, to get clickbait and views. And it's just like, you got black people in the black community that's not positive representations of the black community. So why are you trying to put all of that pressure on one person? Get out of here with that. And as far as these people that's going around saying that Tasha K is going to be bad for all bloggers, no, she's not. When you go before a judge, they're not asking you about other people. They're asking you about you. When different stuff happens on your YouTube account, everybody has a different partnership with YouTube. So I'm a YouTube partner. Tasha K is a YouTube partner. So a strike on another person's account is not a strike on another person's account. So if Tasha K decide that she gonna go against the policies and procedures on her page and it leads to termination, that's gonna be her fault. That's not gonna affect the majority of YouTube. But I really feel like people saying that are mad because bloggers who have partnerships have been given an opportunity to get paid for their opinions and get paid on a platform like YouTube. Don't be mad. Just go and make you a YouTube and then hopefully you become a partner. But to say that everybody is going to be responsible for TK, no. Everybody is responsible for their own soul salvation, to work out their own soul salvation. When God looking at one person, you're not paying for the sins of another person. He only care about what you did. And Tasha K know what she doing. She know what she been doing is wrong. So don't come to my page talking about, oh, you shouldn't be speaking out on Tasha K because that I don't care about that. Tasha K been knew she was wrong. So everybody told Tasha K over and over and over and over again that she was wrong. So if she do end up with consequences, ain't nobody gonna get the glory for that or whatever, for whatever happens to her, because Tasha K did it all by herself. There's not one person that is responsible for taking down Tasha K but the actions of Tasha K. Just like I said, the same about Bill Cosby. He's responsible for the position that he's in. Kelly is responsible for the position that he's in. And Tasha K gonna be responsible for her own downfall and detriment by the actions that she's putting forward. That's the law of the land. You reap what you sow. Whatever energy you put out, that's what you're going to get back. And so she decided to put out negativity, so do not be surprised. And she could make it seem like people hating on her or people are being biased, but it's wrong. It's wrong to put out lies on people. It's wrong to harass people, friends and family, because you want to sell a narrative and you don't just take the L. I just don't understand, yo. Like, if you do something that's wrong, that's the biggest growth that you can show, is that, yo, I was wrong for that, yo. Or I just was wrong for this. And you able to keep it moving. You able to keep your dignity and all of that. This probably going to be the biggest, craziest thing on YouTube. And a lot of people think like, oh, you know, this is just, she's going to get a slap on the wrist. No. When you have been warned and warned and warned and you just don't heed nothing, like I said, my grandmother and my mom used to say, a hard head make a sore behind. So we gonna all watch the show and sit back with your popcorn and watch this unfold, because I'm telling you, it ain't gonna end good. It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all on the next video.